Even with an improved roster, the Saints still fell short in the playoffs, and that's what hurts the most. They felt like they were good enough to beat anybody, especially at home. Chris Hagan reports on the missed opportunities.
For fans, players, and anyone else ready to criticize Kirk Cousins again, it's time to think before doing so. He was the more efficient quarterback in the Dome on Sunday, and it showed not just by taking care of the football, but when called upon, his ability to deliver with the game on the line.
Got great arm strength and can make plays when he needs to make plays. I felt like we had him on the ropes at certain points of the game with pressure and different looks that we were giving him, but when it came down to crunch time, people call him out saying he might not be able to make those plays in crunch time, but he did against us.
But regardless of the ending, the Saints know it should have never come to that. Too many missed opportunities put them in too deep of a hole to climb out of.
I feel like we left it all out there on the field, but when you look back and you see the game as a whole, there's definitely meat on the bone in certain plays or certain situations that you wish you'd go back and change, but that's just not the reality of things.
It's hard when you feel like you feel like we're the best team in the league, and we felt like that for a while now, and just got to put it together on that day.
Unfortunately for the Saints, that day is yet to come, despite putting themselves in a good position each of the last 3 seasons. Going forward, you just have to wonder how many times they can keep picking themselves back up. Reporting on the Saints, Chris Hagan, Fox 8 Local First.
For the most part, LSU playing for a national title in the Superdome usually works out in the Tigers' favor. Their win over Clemson last night gave them their 3rd national championship in the Dome in 4 tries, and their first since winning it back in the 2007 season. Clemson rode a 29-game win streak into the game and even held a 17-7 second quarter advantage, which was LSU's largest deficit this season. But the Bayou Bengals hit another gear in the second quarter with 3 touchdowns. Never looked back in the 42-25 win.
Some pretty good emotions. This is special. This doesn't happen. This doesn't come around every year. You know, this is a special group of guys that really came together, and it's as close of a group that I've ever been around. I'm just so happy I was able to do it with Coach O, Patrick, and the rest of the guys in that locker room.
Along with opportunity, there's going to be opposition. And the higher you get, the tougher the opposition is going to be. And we knew last night was going to be a fight. But we felt confident that we were the better team. I told them last Monday we were the better football team that we had to play. We didn't panic. We had to make a couple of adjustments. So, yeah, there's satisfaction that we answered the bell, that we competed at the highest level. Every time we will actually compete at the highest level, we did. But it's a tribute to our players. They had a cohesive unit, a tribute to our coaching staff.
And if LSU hopes to become a repeat champion, they'll have to do it without Joe Brady. The guy that brought the Saints playbook to Baton Rouge is headed to the NFL to be the Carolina Panthers offensive coordinator. It's a move that comes just days after Brady agreed to a contract extension with LSU, but it was an extension that allowed him to be flexible to leave for an NFL job. Here it is. ESPN's Adam Schefter reported that Brady told his peers that he planned to join Matt Rhule's staff, and this comes as no surprise when you consider just how much LSU's offense has changed for the better, with Brady working alongside offensive coordinator Steve Ensminger. At 30 years of age, Brady will become the NFL's youngest offensive coordinator. Zion Williamson is finally playing in the NBA, but the sample size hasn't been nearly what Pelicans fans have wanted. The goal for the Pels going forward from this point on, keeping him healthy and keeping him on the court. So against the Spurs tonight, Alvin Gentry kept his minutes to a minimum. One of the first touches, his first touch of the game, a nice assist to Brandon Ingram. That made it 6-5 early. Zion's first basket came in the second quarter. Only played 3 minutes in the first quarter. Nickeil Alexander-Walker misses. Zion cleans it up. Pels down by 7 at that point. Pels cold from three-point land early on, but they started heating up for 3 there. Lonzo Ball knocks it down. Pels within 6. And then Brandon Ingram showing his range. He's all by himself at the top of the key. He's going to knock that down every time. Pels were down 60-51 at the break. Zion's second bucket came in the third quarter. And it was a nice double catch right there. And then catch again, gets up on the glass and gets it down. He would go to the bench after that. It's a 69-59 game. At that point, Pels right now trailing late in the third quarter, 85-75. Williamson, not a great night, but not much time on the court. 5 points, 4 rebounds, and the 1 assist to Brandon Ingram.